and I knew that like it was a bit more social, but I didn't want to go by myself, so I really wanted a friend to come with me and, you know, so we could grow together. Not a friend did, not a single one. No one actually said, oh no, I'll just play video games, but essentially that's what most of my friends actually did. Every single one that I actually spoke about. But one of my friends said something so interesting that always stayed in my mind literally 8-9 years later. And of course, you know, we were young, and so we saw these guys' physiques, Jeff Side and stuff, and we thought these guys were just achievable, natural, like we didn't really know about steroids or anything. And he just kind of saw it and went, nah, because they'll just take too long. What do you mean? You know, we can just go for like a half an hour workout, we've got time anyway. Like we could even do the gym session between our lunch break in school. Oh no, like it'll take too long, like it'll probably take like 3 years to build a body. Like that's what he said, he'll probably take like 3 years. We were looking at like these juiced up, unnatural guys, like no, it'll probably take like 3 years, so there's no point, it's gonna take too long. When he said that, something clicked in my mind, because I started, you know, defending against this argument. His argument was that, oh no, building like a good body and building muscle and getting in shape is gonna take too long, so it's not worth it. But in my perspective was that, well, the time is gonna pass by anyway. Soon enough, it's gonna be, you know, maybe we had this conversation in 2015. I said, soon enough, it's gonna be 2018 anyway. So why don't we just start now? Because the time's gonna pass by, and all that's gonna be left is whether or not you did that habit as consistently as you could have. I'm left with the results of my actions from that day. I've built a body that still to this day, I look into the mirror and I can't help but smile. You know, some guys say that's really shallow and you shouldn't care about how you look, but I don't think so. I was enlisting into the RAF, the Royal Air Force, and for one of the assessments there, we had to remember their values, and one of them was pride. And pride can be a sin, and you know, in Christianity it's a sin and it can be a negative thing, but in some areas, like taking pride in your appearance, I think that's fantastic. Take pride in your appearance. You know, for me, the concept of being a chump or a Jeffrey, totally thrown away as soon as I got onto my fitness journey. And I have a couple of videos about fitness, building muscle and dieting that I give advice that I think is very different from what you may have heard of before. If you've not seen those videos, we'll have them like linked as cards or whatever on the screen if you want. Life is too short to be a chump. It's too short to be a Jeffrey. But the beautiful thing is the time is going to pass by anyway. And with enough time and the right habits, your future starts to look a lot more like Adonis's. Click and watch this video right now, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.